YouTube, what it is your man RL back. It is August 30th, and the fight is announced. Juan Manuel Lopez against Rafael Marquez officially. It was originally set for September, and Marquez had a or I believe it was a thumb injury. So November 6th, we got the fight, Las Vegas MGM Grand, big setting. And really, I don't want to say a crossroads fight, maybe for Marquez, but this is a big opportunity for Lopez to get a big name under his belt, which is really how I look at this fight. When they talked about it, because it's very reminiscent to the quintessential, younger fighter fighting the older fighter. We've seen it with Chavez, De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker. I wouldn't say Whitaker was that old at that point, but or even in the sense of Mayweather against De La Hoya. It comes a point where the younger dude fights the credible known guy, and it's really a test for the younger fighter to see if he can still fight the old dog. So I think this is that type of fight. I think Lopez, we've seen vulnerabilities from him as recent as his last couple of fights. Well, not couple of fights, but we've seen him hurt. We've seen him almost taken out, and I think that's where Marquez, early in the first 4 rounds, he has to take advantage of Lopez. He has to take advantage of what Lopez does a lot is he gets a little over anxious. He it's like he smells blood too early, but doesn't think to not get hit in the process. So I think Marquez is intelligent enough to take advantage of that. The only issue is where does Marquez where's his wear and tear at? Where he's been in 4 vicious fights with Izzy Vasquez, and it's like adding that, and now you're fighting another dude in Lopez who's really a different fighter from Izzy Vasquez, because that's all Marquez has been fighting for the past so many years. And again, Lopez is a fresher, younger dude. I think that could play a big part in the fight, as well as just in my opinion, Lopez being probably a harder hitter at featherweight. He's more of a he seems at his natural weight right now, but I just, the more I look at this fight, I see them going at it. They like to fight, both of them. Marquez is smart. I just think down the stretch, I think Lopez is just going to open up a lot more on him, and you're going to see the age factor, and you're going to see the wear and tear come into play. And you also got to worry about cuts. He's been in 4 fights. Speaking of Marquez, he's been in 4 fights with Izzy Vasquez where he's got the shit beat out of him, and Lopez is good enough to open that up and really win on cuts, or really just put a beating on him. Because the longer this fight goes, I see the advantage playing in the favor for Lopez. So I believe Marquez, if he wants to win this fight, he's got to take Lopez out early. And like I said, Lopez is vulnerable. You just have to kind of bait him into a fight, because that's usually when you get your best results, and to land on him. So, but I think Lopez is gonna win the fight, though. I don't want to say a knockout, because Marquez is a tough dude, but again, you got to question the wear and tear. Can he withstand any more punishment than he already has received? So I think it could be a stoppage, but I'm just gonna pick Lopez for the win. I think he's just gonna be too much for the older fighter, and then that'll set up a fight with either Caballero or Gamboa, which is the fight I really want to see. So we'll see. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, hit the blog up, and we got the Robert Port Podcast, episode 9. More funny shit, more dope music. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Peace.